Chuck?
Well, you know, it's up to my discretion whether I'm going to give him a 10-8 or 10-7. 2 knockdowns, you have the latitude to make it 10-7. And I figured Wright was dominant enough in the first round.
At the very least, a 10-8 round on the scorecards of all the judges at ringside, and Winky Wright goes downstairs and scores to the abdomen.
And he just
a nice
found
right uppercut.
Yeah, he found that nice right uppercut inside. And they told Van in his corner, you know, keep your arms, keep your gloves up when you're coming in.
Winky Wright throwing in combinations and doing something we've seen John Coward do on the Schlitz Ball Liquor Fight Night Series. Spinning, giving different angles to Bobby Van, who right now is completely befuddled in there and just hangs on. Low blow by Bobby Van draws a warning from referee Brian Gary, the third man in the ring for our opening bout tonight.
Van is complaining about being grabbed behind the head by Wright, and he was slammed to the body with a good body punch. Just when you're a southpaw, you're going to have that tendency to grab your opponent around the head with your right hand.
Good left hand as a lead punch by Winky Wright. Stalking Van now, who's completely in retreat.
In retreat, he looks a little winded as well. He's getting hammered with those punches, but he's been getting hit with a lot of good body punches. And I think when you're out of action for that long, you're not used to going rounds and going rounds in real fight situations. And Van is a victim of that so far this evening.
Winky Wright, 12-0 as a professional, 7 knockouts. And he had an excellent amateur career. Very popular fighter in these parts, hailing from St. Petersburg. And a right hand right on the mark. He continues to hammer away to the face and body of Bobby Van. Much more patient Winky Wright, though, tonight. At times we've seen him try to follow up on an early advantage a little too quickly, and at other times we've seen him fade a little bit in the later rounds.
And we've seen him get complacent at certain points in his career as well. In fact, in his last fight against Linnell Strowman, he hit Strowman with a good punch, backed up, dropped his hand, and got floored by Strowman. Second time he's been down on his from Rocky Fabrizio. So a lot of things in doubt about Wright, including his chin.
Final seconds of round 2. And once again, it has been Winky Wright's round, as Bobby Van has been hard-pressed to come up with any answers in this fight thus far. Winky Wright working from short range in round 2 may make short work of Bobby Van tonight if this trend continues. This is round 3, scheduled for 6, our opening bout on Schlitz Malt Liquor Fight Night. Jeff DeForest and Charles J. at the Sun Dome on the campus of the University of South Florida in Tampa, Florida, and you've got a wide margin after 2 rounds.
I was very liberal again in the second round. I made it a 10-8 round because Wright just totally dominated Bobby Van. I mean, he just hit him with about every punch in the book. But I tell you what, I do see something for Bobby Van. Wright is getting to throw that right uppercut a lot more, and Van needs to step to the left and counter with a left hook. I think if he can do that, he may be able to catch Wright with his hands down.
Well, you can see the ring rest on Bobby Van, and now you can see his head snap back from the left hand from Winky Wright, and he comes in to try and put the finishing blows on. Hammers Bobby Van with 2 good right hands and a left. Bobby Van in some serious trouble as he backs away from the onslaught of Winky Wright.
And at this point, Wright is hitting him first to the body, setting him up for those straight. Oh, that's it.
Daggers Bobby Van, and it looks like it's all over. You can see his knees buckle. Brian Gary giving it a close look. He could stop this at any time and not be criticized. As Bobby Van is finished, he's out on his feet, and it's all over. Winky Wright, his 8th knockout, 13-0 as a pro. A very impressive performance tonight against the game, but out of boxing condition, Bobby Van.
Nice job by Winky Wright. He hit Bobby Van with both hands. He showed a lot of poise in there. Showed an ambidextrous punching ability. The right hook was very, very prominent in this fight. And then he would come straight up the middle with those left hands that totally befuddled the Bobby Van and just wore him down. I think Van was a little tired. He was battered. And Brian Gary, I think, stepped in at the right time. Bobby Van obviously couldn't defend himself any further than that. We take a look at some damage that he did in round number 3. There's Van's hands down again. There's the right uppercut. And then the left uppercut. An elbow might have gotten in there somewhere, but Winky Wright knows Van really can't hurt him, but he covers up well. And there is that right hook that just dazes Van. About this time, like you said, Jeff, you wouldn't be criticized if you stepped in and stopped the fight. And that right hook there was really the end. And then Gary will come in and step in after that uppercut, and that is it.
Punching in combination, punching with crisp power, and cutting off the distance and the ring against Bobby Van. Very impressive effort by Ronald Winky Wright. We saw him struggle some in his last outing on December 13th on Schlitz Malt Liquor Fight Night as he took 6 rounds to defeat Linnell Stroman right here at the Sun Dome. Much better effort tonight by Winky Wright, and he remains unbeaten at 13-0. With the official time, here's our ring announcer, Mark Biro.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time, 1 minute, 22 seconds of the 3rd round. The winner by technical knockout and still undefeated, Ronald Winky Wright.
Technical knockout victory in round 3. A very strong performance by Ronald Winky Wright. He'll move up the ranks and come back and try and make it 14-0 as we continue the Schlitz Malt Liquor Fight Night Series. Bobby Van perhaps will come back and fight another day, but he'll remember this one. He'll probably be taking a standing 8 count in his sleep tonight after getting hammered around the ring by Ronald Winky Wright. Winky Wright, our winner. Coming up next, we'll have Lozano and Chavez in the junior welterweight division. Should be an exciting 4-rounder. Back with more on Prime Network after these messages.
Stay warm this winter with red hot hoops.
He was legally drunk when